What's going on? What's going on? Happy Side Peace Friday. I get on here to speak my shit, talk my shit. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Now, Pissy, where you at? Now, Pissy was on here yelling and screaming 2, 3 weeks ago about I got into it with everybody in the sector. Well, listen, let's run down all the peoples she has talked about and got into it with on this app. Let's go. We got a motherfucking list for this bitch. The first person on my list, she got into it with Blessing. Hot topic. She got into it with JP. She got into it with Miss V. She got into it with Sharita. Renee reacts. Justin reacts. She got into it with Glam, 74, Nord, TP. She got into it with Brittany. She got into it with one man. She got into it with D Classic. And she most definitely talked about Miss Wanda Clayton. So on, so on. I got more people on the list who this pissy ass bitch then talked about and got into it with on this motherfucking app. She got into it with DJ. She talked about her. She talked about Chef Mac. She got into it with Chef Mac. She talked about a Miss America. She got into it with Miss America. She talked about Sweet Tea. She got into it with Sweet Tea. She talked about Chase. She got into it with Chase. She talked about Zay. She talked about Day Day. She got into it with Day Day. She talked about Roz, and she got into it with Roz. And she also talked about Fee, and she got into it with Fee. I got more on the fucking list. Hit the like button. Because this bitch swerving down. I got into it with everybody on YouTube. Oh, she talked about Lele and Coco relationship all day, every motherfucking day. She got into it with Miss Clara Williams. She's a train rider. Yeah, she went off on her and got into it with her because Miss Clara Williams told her she needed to buy a house on her crash out video that I own, that she deleted it. Oh, she got into it with Tanya. She talked about Tanya real bad. She talked about B real bad. Yeah, she talked about TOW real bad in one man situation. They little situation. They little shaboom. She talked about Bama real bad. She talked about my boo real bad, Shamar. Yeah, she did. She talked about Diva and Shonda's situation. She dragged that through the motherfucking mud. And she also talked about and got into it with Miss Loretta. She talked about Myra, preacher wife. She talked about allergic react. She talked about Danya. She talked about these YouTube streets. Yeah, she got a tour with her too, because she came back ready. And she wasn't nothing to play with. These YouTube streets. Yeah, she dragged pissy ass. She talked about more St. Patrick, and he came back and he dragged her motherfucking ass. Oh, she really talked about her leader, Miss Carver. When Miss Carver said she wasn't giving up that $5 for that giveaway. Yeah, she talked about her real bad. Came on live as that and said what she wasn't gonna do no motherfucking more. And she still over there doing what she said she wasn't gonna do. She talked about Prince, because Prince was over there and 74 check it, and she talked about her on the motherfucking back end. Sure did. And she dragged and talked about Monica Clayton real fucking bad. Talk about his sexuality. That let you know that bitch got a problem with gay people. She don't like gay people. Because she was so pressed over a transsexual. Because he dressed better than her and looked better than her. She talked about Tommy. She talked about Ocean. She talked about Miss India. She talked about Granny. She talked about Rodney. She talked about Nicole Pratt. She talked about Bean's mom. And she talked about Chris. The lady over there on train rides. Now, bitch, that's all on my watch. I summed it up. You talked about Shonda too. And you got into it with her. But that sums it up on my shit. Damn, who else? Because this bitch is messy on YouTube. Now, stop yelling that I got into it with everybody in this sector. Because I'm not a messy foot bitch like you, Christine. Now, if I miss anyone, y'all can drop down in the comments. Leave a comment. I'm going to leave my comment section open. Don't be scared. Because you can comment on my shit. Everybody that don't like pissy ass, you more than welcome to come over here on my shit and comment. Because no hoes, them hoes ain't stopping the fuck thing these ways, okay? I just want to let everybody know that. Them bitches ain't stopping shit. But anywho, in her cancer throat voice, this pill popping head bitch gone loco. This pill popping head bitch, she fake thinking shit. Like some shit that ain't shit happen. Bitch, what you need to do, you need to stay off the motherfucking pills. Lying this shit, exaggerating, and dehydrated at the same fucking time. And fake assuming shit. Miss Pill Head Pissy. Not Pissy Chrissy, aka Lockjaw. Shout out to my TT. She picked the perfect name to give you. Don't bring your side piece ass out here and say you didn't talk about these people. You didn't come for these people because you did. You's a messy bitch. Now, people that I got into it with on this motherfucker, don't compare how many people you got into on this motherfucker. You got into it with the whole half of the motherfucking sector. And that's real shit. Now, hey, bitch, it's day 3 and you been on hush mode. And bitch, it's day 53. So you better drink plenty of motherfucking waters as you can because your days will be shorter. I don't like you. I don't care for you. No use for you. Nothing. I'm not a pissy fan like the rest of these motherfuckers on this app. Not me. No. Now this, I finally came out. I see you finally came out. The bushes and dropping super chats and shit. Yeah. But I'm going to give it to you. You on your shit. Because when you see me, bitch, you hop back in the motherfucking bushes. That's what you need to do. Hop your ass back in the bushes. Drop your little super chats and shit. Say hi. But once you see Yo-Yo, bitch, bye. Now today is Friday. Happy weekend, girl day, pissy. Enjoy this little day, bitch. Because when Monday come, it's back to the motherfucking bushes. Do you hear me? It's back to the fucking bushes. And back to the side piece that you is. Ginger real to this shit. To your bitch ass. Keep it on hush mode. We already know. Bitch, you in the bushes trying to be quiet. Trying to get everything off you. Bitch. Not with me. I'm on your ass. And y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good Friday. I'm off this motherfucker.